the energy and stuff. And people who don't believe, ils ont aussi un rôle. You know, they have a role to play. They make you, they help you to become more resilient, to believe more in yourself, to really think deep twice in what you want to do. Hey yo, my name is Wise Atangana. I am here. I will be here with you not every night. You have some people who will come, et on va partager avec toi. Donc, je vais te laisser te calmer. I will give you take a brief. Calme-toi. Dans quelques instants, in about 10 or 15 minutes, Ashley will be here. Elle va te faire découvrir beaucoup d'expérimentation. You know, you'll have some experience with kids at home. Donc, please, also, artists here, if you really want to support us, you need to share. This is live. Invite your community, your friend. C'est tout ce qu'on te demande. Si tu veux vraiment nous supporter aussi, partage. Ça, c'est live. Partage, parce que les artistes qui viennent ici, ils ont besoin de cette visibilité. Hey yo, my name is Weza Tangana. Merci. Thank you very much for being here. In about 10 minutes, Ashley will be here for you. Merci. Hey yo, bienvenue. Hein. Là, je porte le masque et I'm here with Ashley. Ashley va t'entretenir pendant quelques instants. Elle va faire des expériences scientifiques avec toi. Donc, c'est un plaisir d'avoir Ashley avec nous ici à Afro Black Cultural Center. Merci, on la remercie. Like we say thank you very much de nous honorer, de nous présenter ces expériences. Donc, at home, je te laisse avec Ashley. Merci.
Thank you so much, Juan. I'm going to take this mask off so hopefully everyone can hear me a little bit better. Right, what a great introduction that was. Thank you everybody for joining us today. I'm so excited to be here to be celebrating the opening of the Black Afro Cultural Center of Ottawa and celebrating Black History Month Music Arts Festival. So thank you very, very much. So my name is Ashley Kingston, as I said, and today I'm going to be doing some science experiments. These science experiments you can do at home with the kids. Just please make sure that if there are children and youth, they have adult supervision during this time, okay? Because we are going to be mixing some chemicals today. All right, so many of you probably have heard of the acronym STEAM, Science, Technology, Engineering, Arts, and Math. And you may have wondered, where does the arts part fit into that? Well, that's what I'm here to show you how we can do that today. So we're going to do a number of experiments, and then at the end, we're going to leave with a really awesome art project. Okay, everyone ready to get started? Perfect. So, first thing that we need today for our science experiment is baking soda. Next thing that we're going to need is some vinegar. Most people have this around the house, so if you do, go and get it now. You've got a couple of minutes while I show you what happens. So, we've got baking soda here. Baking soda is a base. We've also got some vinegar. Vinegar is an acid. They're essentially the opposite of each other. So we want to know what happens when we mix them together. So we're going to check that out. Well, that's what happens when you've got things that are live. You sometimes have a little bit of mistake, so I apologize about that. Can you get anything right away? Good. Okay, we're going to keep on going right now. So we've got our baking soda here, and we've got half a cup of vinegar right here. So half a cup of vinegar, and I am going to pour it in, and we are going to see what happens. Everyone can see that. You can probably see the bubbles going. You may even hear some of the hissing, especially if you're doing that at home. What that actually tells you is a gas is being released from there. How awesome is that? So the gas that we just created, I can tell you from my own experience, is carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is something that you guys have every single day, because anytime you exhale, you are exhaling carbon dioxide. Pretty neat, right? But one thing's for sure is we know, unless we're in really cold temperatures, we can't actually see what we are exhaling. So we want to know, does gas take up space? So we're going to try another experiment to see if gas does take up space. So now we know how to create a gas. Let's use that knowledge and recreate it, but this time in an enclosed space. So for this experiment, you are going to once again need your vinegar. You are going to need your baking soda. You are also going to need a sandwich bag and a tissue. I highly recommend do this inside a closed container because you want to contain the mess. As you just saw with our reaction, there's a little bit of a mess that spills over. And that may happen depending on how our experiment goes. So, once again, I have half a cup of vinegar here. I'm going to pour this half a cup of vinegar into my bag. If you have someone there to assist you, you can get them to hold open the bag for you. Where I'm here, I'm just going to lean it up gently against my container. I'm going to close the bag halfway so that I don't have to do as much later. Next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a teaspoon. I'm going to put in 3 teaspoons of baking soda into my Kleenex, right into the center of it. 1, 2, and 3. Next thing we're going to do is we are going to fold up the Kleenex. The reason we are using the Kleenex is it actually creates a barrier for us, and it's going to buy us a little bit of time, because as you saw, it reacted right away, and we don't want that to happen. So I'm now going to put this baking soda that's inside the Kleenex inside of our vinegar. When I do that, I'm going to seal the bag as quickly as I can, and we're once again going to create carbon dioxide and see if this gas does take up space. Alright, got it sealed. We can see the baking soda is starting to mix in with the vinegar. I'm going to shake it around a little bit just to help break up that Kleenex. And there we go, we've got our bubbles, we've got our fizzing happening. We are creating our gas, carbon dioxide, and as you can tell, my bag is expanding quite a bit. So if we revisited that question, does gas take up space? Yes, it most certainly does take up space. And if we create enough gas, it's going to create so much space, or need so much space, it is going to explode, depending on the size of your Ziploc bag. All right. Pretty neat, eh? I am going to release this. Again, if you have an adult there, please get the adult to do it, and make sure to do it away from your face. Okay? All right. So still, you may be wondering, what does this have to do with art? Well, now we're going to take this one step further, and we're going to play with some colors. Because who doesn't want to play with colors, right? Okay, this one's a fun one. For this project, you need 4 half cups of vinegar. So we are going to measure that out. You're also going to need food coloring, baking soda, and either pipettes or straws. I'm going to use some straws. Which, when we do use the straws, that's going to be another whole experiment on its own. I highly recommend that when you have some spare time, you investigate that yourself. Why does the vinegar not fall out of the straw? All right, I have my vinegar here. I'm going to put the lid on just to be safe. We never want any more messes. I'm going to take my food coloring, and I'm going to put 3 drops of food coloring into my cup, and I'm going to let it mix up a little bit. Again, I've got my straws here, so if I want to, I can use the straw just to help mix that up. So I've got my red. We're going to use some green. If you want to add some more than 3 drops in, feel free to do so. I am just doing the 3. I'm going to mix it up. Of course, the more drops that you do add, the stronger the color is going to be. Last one, our blue. All right. I'm going to set these aside for a moment so that you can see the next step. Next step is going to be to take our baking soda, and you're going to want a healthy amount of baking soda, and you're going to layer your tray. Alright. So I have baking soda all covering the bottom of my tray here, as you can see. Perfect. Next thing we're going to do is we're going to once again create a chemical reaction. So we now know that when we take an acid and a base, specifically vinegar and baking soda, and we mix them together, the chemical reaction releases a gas of carbon dioxide. So we now have vinegar, colored vinegar, and a big tray of baking soda. So what do we think is going to happen? Well, let's find out. I use my straw. And capture some water, some vinegar in there, sorry. Again, you might want to test this theory out at home on your own time. I'm going to drop some in. You may be able to see there that it's created a little bit of a color dot, and it's reacted. We're going to do a few more. We're going to see how colorful we can make this. And if you're at home, you can do as many different colors as you like. If you want to get really creative with it, you can even mix colors together in some cups. That's always a fun idea. You can do a neon one, and you just primary colors in it. Every single time I'm dropping this vinegar onto the baking soda, I'm seeing the chemical reaction. It's pretty neat. You guys see this at home? If you notice that your color is just quite not dark enough for you, feel free to add in a little bit more food dye into your vinegar. Make it a little bit stronger in color. And go ahead and add it into your baking soda. Again, you can do this as many times as you want. You can cover the whole tray so you have absolutely no baking soda left showing. Now I've got a colorful baking soda art project. Oh. Pretty neat, eh? Now, we kind of know that this one we're not going to be able to hold on to. We can't really keep this. But you may want something that you can keep so that you can use it and show other people another time. Maybe you want to put it up in your room and decorate, put it on the fridge. So how can we do that? Well, I'm going to show you that one too. How we get a permanent piece. So once again, we are going to need a container to be able to contain all of our mess in. You're also going to want some bottle caps or tiny little lids from a container. I've got little container lids here, okay? And you want the piece of paper. The piece of paper has to be able to fit inside your tray. So I've cut mine. You're also going to need for this experiment some baking soda, some vinegar, some dish soap. You're going to want a spoon and a squeeze bottle. And then last but not least, to make sure that we get all of our colors, you're going to want your food coloring to make it nice and colorful. All right. Once you have all of your materials, you are ready to begin. So you're going to take your container and you are going to put your piece of paper inside. From there, you are going to take your lids. This is where you get to be creative. There is absolutely no specific process that you need to use for this. So if you want to go ahead and just throw them in, if you want to keep them nice and organized, you can do it however you like. If you want them scattered all along your paper. All right. Once they've been scattered all over your paper, you are going to take your baking soda and your spoon, and you are going to spoon a little bit of baking soda inside every single lid. Okay. Again, you might want an adult to help you with this, just to make it a little easier. So into every single lid, you put a little bit of baking soda. Awesome. All right, next you're going to take your dish soap. With your dish soap, you are going to put a small dab of dish soap inside every single lid. This small little dab does not have to be too big. The reason we are doing this is it's going to help mix the food coloring. All right. Now, we get to use our food coloring. So again, you get to be creative. You can do one color. I have 4 colors here and 8 lids. I could do 2 of each color, or I can mix a few different colors together. Again, this is where you get to be creative. Gotta love the art side of it. All right, so add in your food coloring however you like. Got some yellow here. Might mix a yellow and a red together. See if we can create some orange. Some green here. green, so I might leave it on its own. One of my favorite colors. Blue. And I might mix a couple more colors together just to see what they should look like. Okay. Maybe a different color green. All right. Now, with the squeeze bottle, I recommend that you use either squeeze bottle or, again, you can use little pipettes if you have them. But the squeeze bottle you want to put your vinegar inside of. The reason being is it's going to help you control where your vinegar is going. As you know, it's very hard to pour out of a glass. Now, once again, we know what happens at this point. We know when we put baking soda and vinegar together, we're going to have a chemical reaction and we're going to create the gas carbon dioxide. This time we're going to do it with a piece of paper underneath though, so you're actually going to have sustained art that you're going to be able to keep at the end. So, time to add the vinegar. Oh, you can see it fizzing a little bit, but it's a little white. That's okay. If you see it just white at the beginning, it just means you need to add a little bit more vinegar to it to help mix that color in. Oh, there we go. Now I can see the red coming out. Now I'm putting it in the green. Ooh, the green is vibrant. I am getting a rainbow of colors here. I don't know if you guys can see this at home. Let's see if I can hold my paper up. Pretty neat. Go. Some more in there. Also gonna mix it around a little bit. See if I can mix my colors together. Kind of design I can create. All right. Once you are satisfied with your color mixtures, you may then take your drawing out. You want to be very careful, have some adult supervision, and you're going to lay it aside so that it can dry. Once it's done drying, you're going to have a nice piece of art that you can hang up on the fridge, or you can give it to a gift, as a gift for somebody. Awesome. Well, thank you so much, everybody, for joining me today. This was amazing to be here. I'm so grateful for this opportunity. You definitely do not want to miss our next performer. Her name is Jacqui. She is wonderful. So please stay tuned for that. Thank you. Happy Sunday. Bye.
Hey yo, ça va bien? J'espère que ça va très très bien à la maison. I hope you're doing very well. On attend Jacqui. Jacqui, Jacqui, she's the next performer. But between that, we are here in Afro Black Cultural Center. And we are here to present to you Black History Month Music Art Festival. Dans ce que je suis, nous sommes ici en direct du Centre culturel Afro-Noir. Nous sommes là pour partager avec toi, pour célébrer l'histoire des Noirs et en même temps aussi célébrer l'ouverture du Centre culturel Afro-Noir. Et en célébrant cette ouverture, on a décidé de mettre sur pied un festival. Aujourd'hui, on a des performances. Today is a little bit more kid-friendly show. And that's why we have Ashley. Elle nous a fait des expériences scientifiques. Like she's present us like how you use science, some experience. And the next one will be Jacqui. Between Jacqui, I will be here. I will play some drum with you. Je vais jouer quelques petites percussions avec toi. Je vais faire quelques petites chansons avec toi. Je vais faire quelques petites choses. Donc, juste pour passer un peu de temps. Donc, je vais commencer. Je vais juste seulement ma percussion. Just percussion. Donc, je vais justement jouer un peu de percussion avec vous. Ok. On va jouer. Vous allez écouter. À la maison, tu peux jouer avec moi, quoi que ce soit. Hey, est-ce que ça va à la maison? En attendant Jacqui, je vais faire quelques petites balades. If you know my follow baby, bilingual African lullaby, some song for kids, how to introduce kids in bilingualism through music, through African, Cameroonian bilingual music. And donc pendant qu'on attend Jacqui, I will be here with you. I will share with you some Cameroonian, African, bilingual lullaby for toi. Et on va commencer avec la première. On va juste écouter. Moi, je vais jouer dessus. On va écouter. La première, c'est amusons-nous très bien. Amusons-nous. Chantons, dansons, amusons-nous très bien. On a joué ensemble, tu aimais ça beaucoup. Je t'ai même donné beaucoup de bisous. Moi, jouons, chantons, dansons, amusons-nous très bien. Tous ensemble se
ensemble on passe du bon temps. Tout est bien chez moi quand tout va bien chez toi. Jouons, chantons, dansons, amusons-nous très bien. Fais tout pour protéger ton joli sourire. J'ai la joie de vivre quand je pense à toi. Jouons, chantons, dansons, amusons-nous très bien. Yeah, 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 yeah. Amusons-nous très bien. Yeah, 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 yeah. Amusons-nous très bien. Jouons, chantons, dansons, amusons-nous très bien.
Hey, est-ce que ça va à la maison? Amusons-nous très bien, amusons-nous très bien. L'objectif de ce festival aussi, c'est comment apporter une énergie nouvelle dans la communauté, comment apprendre aux gens comment, dans ce temps de stress, dans ce temps d'incertitude, dans ce temps de désolation, dans un temps où les gens ne savent pas, ne savent pas à quel sens se vouer. Et on est là dans la communauté pour partager avec vous, pour vous rassurer, pour vous dire qu'à travers l'art, à travers la musique, à travers la créativité, on peut prendre soin de soi, on peut prendre soin de sa santé mentale, on peut combattre le stress, on peut combattre beaucoup de choses qui t'empêchent vraiment de jouir de ton potentiel, de jouir de ta personne, de vivre ta vie. Donc, what I'm saying basically here is that we are here we are here in Afro Black Cultural Center, and in the next 2 weeks we will be presenting to you the Afro Black History Month Music Art Festival. And our goal also, in this time where everything is stressful, or everything is uncertain, we don't know what will come from, what will happen next. People are stressed. People are, there's, because of the pandemic, there's very, I will say, negative energy around. But we are here also to share with you ces petits instants, like this little moment, playing drum with you, playing drum for you, singing for you a little bit, is to give you, to contribute, to give you a little bit of hope, a little bit of joy, even it's for 1 minute, that is something. Donc, on va là avec la prochaine, on va jouer avec la prochaine.
Bonjour, bonjour, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour. Bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour, bonjour. Dis-moi comment ça va, as-tu bien dormi? Dis-moi comment ça va, as-tu bien dormi? Dis, ça va bien et toi maman, j'ai bien dormi. Oui, ça va bien et toi papa, j'ai bien dormi. Bonjour, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour. Bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour, bonjour. Allons changer ta couche pour démarrer la journée. Allons changer ta couche avant de prendre le petit déjeuner. Allons changer ta couche pour démarrer la journée. Allons changer ta couche de prendre le petit déjeuner. Bonjour, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour. Bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour mon bébé, bonjour, bonjour. Tu boiras du lait comme tu veux, à volonté. Tu joueras un peu comme tu veux, à volonté. Tu feras dodo, tu prendras un repos et le tour est joué. Bonjour, bonjour mon bébé.
Hey, 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 hey. Ah oui. J'espère que tu vas très bien à la maison. J'espère que tu vas très très bien à la maison. Ça, ce sont les berceuses. You can have, Ma Follow Baby. All the songs you listen to her in French and English. Bilingual African Lullaby, how to introduce your kid. And bilingualism through basic work in their rhythm. C'est ça le projet qu'on est en train de te présenter parce que today is like very friendly kid show. You know why I think j'ai dans ma en tant qu'artiste, I am a songwriter, poet, a drummer. Like I have in art, I do a lot of different things together. Donc oui, ce projet vraiment, c'était une inspiration because me growing up in Cameroon, in Africa, in Cameroon, and grew up in one little village. I was lucky to have a grandfather family who was telling me story every night around the fire, singing song, and it's something who really stick in my mind. Like I have that strong image when I was growing up there, and when I moved in Canada, coming here as a father with 2 kids, like I was trying to introduce them. Also, I was looking around, culture thing who can introduce them in that world. That's why I created that project, My Follow Baby. But yes, I will sing, like I said, the next person will be here, Jacqui. Jacqui sera là dans quelques instants, and I will be here before Jacqui come. And let's go for the next song.
Mon petit bébé, oh, oh, tu fais ma fierté, ah, ah. Mon petit bébé, oh, oh, tes parents t'aiment beaucoup, ah, ha, ha, ha. Ta maman t'aime beaucoup, ah, ha, ha, ha. Ta papa t'aime beaucoup, ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, 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 ah. Nous t'avons toujours aimé, sur nous tu peux compter. Nous t'aimons beaucoup, oh, tes parents t'aiment beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ta maman t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ton papa t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. T'aimeront toujours, oh, oh, toute notre vie, ah, 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 ah. T'aimeront toujours, oh, oh, tes parents t'aiment beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ta maman t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ton papa t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. Ah, yeah, oh, ah, yeah, oh, tes parents t'aiment beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ta maman t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ton papa t'aime beaucoup, ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah.
Est-ce que ça va là-bas à la maison? Yeah, we are here, Afro Black Cultural Center with Black History Month Music Art Festival to share love, to bring positivity in the community, there's stress in this time, but we are here to share hope, to share joy, to share, you need to live, tu dois vivre. Donc c'est ça. On est là pendant 2 semaines, une 2 weeks, 14 days. We'll be here every night. We'll have some, talk session, some artists performing, some DJ, all the same spirit, how we can contribute in our community, how we can fight mental health with art, music, creativity, how we can inspire, how we can empower, how. That's why we are here. My name is Wise Atangana. If you don't know me, si tu ne me connais pas, moi je m'appelle Wise Atangana. C'est toujours un plaisir, c'est un privilège d'être avec vous ici. Today is a kid-friendly show. Let's go for the next song.
Tout doucement, et tout doucement, tout doucement, et tout doucement. Tout doucement tu apprendras à marcher, et tout doucement tu apprendras à parler, et tout doucement tu apprendras à bien lire, et tout doucement, et tout doucement, tout doucement, et tout doucement. Le temps passe très très vite. Moi-même j'étais bébé comme toi. Plusieurs années passées, je ne pouvais même pas marcher et parler. Tout doucement et tout doucement, tout doucement et tout doucement. Tout doucement tu apprendras à marcher, et tout doucement tu apprendras à parler, et tout doucement tu apprendras à bien lire, et tout doucement, et tout doucement, tout doucement, et tout doucement. Aujourd'hui, pour toi, je peux chanter. Demain, pour moi, tu peux chanter, danser, sauter, parler, marcher ensemble si tu le veux. Tout doucement et tout doucement, tout doucement et tout doucement. Tout doucement tu apprendras à marcher, et tout doucement tu apprendras à parler, et tout doucement tu apprendras à bien lire, et tout doucement. Tout doucement et tout doucement, tout doucement et tout doucement. Quand tu grandiras, tu iras partout où tu voudras. Tu marcheras pendant des heures parfois. Tu diras ce que tu penses comme moi. Tout doucement et tout doucement. Tout doucement et tout doucement. Tout doucement tu apprendras à marcher, et tout doucement tu apprendras à parler, et tout doucement tu apprendras à bien lire, et tout doucement tu apprendras à écrire, et tout doucement et tout doucement, tout doucement et tout doucement.
J'espère que tu vas très bien à la maison. J'espère que tu vas très bien à la maison. Si tu viens de nous rejoindre tout à l'heure, if you're enjoying the show, the live stream, this is a Black History Month Music Art Festival, and we are here to celebrate Black history first, and we are here to celebrate the opening of Afro-Black Cultural Center, everything happening here live every day for the next 14 days. Donc oui, tout à l'heure, je regarde encore bien ma montre, on a notre artiste qui va venir, elle s'appelle Jacqui. Jacqui, she's from South Africa, elle vient d'Afrique du Sud. She's a professional storytelling. She, dans la communauté, elle est vraiment connue pour ça parce que, comme je dis, elle fait des contes, de la poésie vraiment. Elle est d'origine d'Afrique du Sud. Et donc, ce soir, après moi, elle va venir là. Elle va venir vous partager ces moments. Elle va venir vous inspirer. Elle va venir vous donner quelque chose. Quelque chose. Et moi, je suis là pour vous partager avec vous quelques berceuses. It's a bilingual African lullaby song to introduce kids in bilingualism through music and African rhythm. Is there bilingual? It's French and English. Now is a French version. And you know, it's like you have book. It came with a book. I don't know. I don't have the books here. The book. Yeah. The next time I will show the book. Donc oui, is a program. This we're doing that in school, in community. You know, just to inspire, to motivate. You know, like à Ottawa, il y a beaucoup de parents qui ont le souci d'introduire leurs enfants au bilinguisme de la meilleure des façons. And us, we believe like with art and creativity, you can, you know, you can use that to introduce kids in bilingualism. You can use that for your mental health, for your well-being, for everything. Art, I believe in art. That's why I use art to engage with the world. On va aller sur la prochaine.
Les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents, les dents, encore plus fort, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents, les dents, les dents, les dents, les dents, souris. J'aime voir ton rire, j'aime ton sourire. Garde la joie de vivre, il faut dormir pour grandir. Les dents doivent pousser, les dents. Les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents, 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 c'est bon, bon comme un bonbon, le bonbon qui attaque les dents, si tu ne brosses pas constamment, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents doivent pousser, les dents, 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 les dents.
Les dents, teeth. Ça c'est une berceuse, you know, like I said, African Cameroonian bilingual lullaby for parents who have kids or have a baby. You know, I don't know, you notice what sound, you know, and la légende c'est quoi? Where I come from in Cameroon, like when you hear kids doing that sound, that means teeth are coming soon, and you know, they just the kids make that sound, and sometimes it's for helping them because ça fait mal, it's hurting, and something for helping them. Ah, okay. 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 But you know, I have some crew technique who was telling me something to do. Yes. Bon, on va faire. Donc, on va faire ça. Et puis, je vais passer un petit temps avec vous. Après, Ashley va venir me rejoindre aussi ici. Et on va faire une petite interview. Donc, on va faire l'autre chanson. C'est quoi? C'est l'autre chanson. Alors, on était avec les dents. Si dans... Qu'est-ce qu'il aura pas? Okay, let's go for the 8, number 8.
Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas, mon petit bébé? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Pourquoi tout a changé? On a joué Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas, mon petit bébé? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Pourquoi tout a changé? On a mangé, on s'est baladé. Je t'aime mon bébé, arrête de pleurer. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas, mon petit bébé? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Pourquoi tout a changé? Calme-toi, ne pleure plus. Calme-toi, tes parents sont là pour toi. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas, mon petit bébé? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Pourquoi tout a changé? Ok, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Tes parents sont là pour toi. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Papa est là. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Maman est là pour toi. Ok, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Pourquoi toi tu pleures? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Tes parents sont là pour toi. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Arrête de pleurer. Calme-toi. Ne pleure plus. Calme-toi. Tes parents sont là pour toi. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Ok, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Ok, qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Tes parents sont là pour toi. Pour toi. Pour toi. Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Qu'est-ce qui ne va pas? Arrête de pleurer.
Ok, donc on est là, la prochaine performance, ça va se passer avec Jacqui jusqu'à, je pense elle viendra passer ici dans quelques instants. Et après ça, et donc moi ce que je vais faire, je vais vous revenir dans quelques minutes. Donc restez connectés. On va se retrouver dans quelques minutes. What I'm saying, the next performer will be Jacqui. Jacqui, and she do a lot of storytelling. She coming from South Africa, and yes, we'll be here for you in a few minutes. Anna will be back. See you soon. Reste connecté. We'll be here until 7 p.m. À tout de suite, bientôt. Merci.
all our cares away. Smile away your troubles and I will do the same. Together we'll find that life is a happy game. Let's play today, singing and dancing, all our cares away. Yeah, 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 yeah. All our cares away. Yeah, 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 yeah. All our cares away. Let's play today, singing and dancing, all our cares away. Hello, hello my baby, hello, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello, hello. Ooh, ooh. Tell me, how are you? Did you sleep well? Tell me, how are you? Did you sleep well? Say, I'm fine and you, mommy, I slept well. Say, I'm fine and you, daddy, I slept well. Ooh, ooh. Hello, hello my baby, hello, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello, hello. Let's change your diaper, you'll have a clean bum bum. Let's change your diaper before you feed your tum tum. Let's change your diaper, you'll have a dry bum bum. Let's change your diaper before you eat your yum yum. Ooh, ooh. Hello, hello my baby, hello, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello my baby, hello, hello. Ooh, play all day long. You'll drink milk to stay strong. You'll play all day long. You'll have enough. You'll take your rest, and the day is done. Ooh, ooh. Hello, hello, my baby. Hello, hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, my baby. Hello, hello. Ooh, ooh. My little baby, oh, oh, you make me so proud, oh, oh, my little baby, oh, oh, your papa loves you so much, ha, 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 your mama loves you so much, ha, 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 your parents love you so much, ha, 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 ha. You can always count on us, over you will dot and force. Love you so much, oh, your papa loves you so much, ha, 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 your mama loves you so much, ha, 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 your parents love you so much, ha, 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 ha. We will always love you, oh, now and evermore. We will always love you, oh, your papa loves you so much, ha, ha, ha. Your mama loves you so much, ha, ha, ha. Your parents love you so much, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Ah, yeah, oh. Ah, yeah, oh. Your papa loves you so much, ha, ha, ha. Your mama loves you so much, ha, ha, ha. Your parents love you so much, ha, ha, ha. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Hello, 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 hello. Ah, on va garder nos masques, ça. Mais c'était un plaisir, hein? C'était un plaisir, une fois de plus, de nous retrouver ici, Afro Black Cultural Center, et on a une invitée spéciale. Elle est spéciale. C'est Jacqui. Elle est avec nous. Elle va partager des moments spéciaux avec nous. Elle va nous raconter. Elle vient originairement d'Afrique du Sud. Donc ce soir, elle va nous présenter des histoires, des contes. Yes, I am here with my sister, you know, Jacqui. We feel honored, we feel blessed to have you here to celebrate that, because for us it's a big moment. Opening the Afro Black Cultural Center. If you know, this project started when George Floyd died, and we said, you know, we need to take care of ourselves. We need to create something to promote ourselves, to bring our community together. A few months it was just a dream, but now it's a reality. And I will feel blessed to have you here to celebrate that huge moment. You know.
Thank you. Thank you, brother. Thank you. Thank you for having us. Thank you. This is a blessing. And we're so grateful to be here with you and just to celebrate this beautiful time and the opening of your space. And, you know, what's going to come ahead is just going to be tenfold. So we bless this space. And it's just going to keep growing and keep getting better and better and better. So thank you so much for having us. We're so grateful to be here.
Thank you, Jacqui. you are the master. Thank you.
Thank you.
Jacqui with you.
Mama be Africa, hashe, hashe. Mama ni Africa, hashe, hashe. Hey, yeah, Africa, hashe, hashe. Hey, yo, say Africa, hashe, hashe. Any mama wait to say hashe, hashe. Ki mama Africa, hashe, hashe. Tenga la fea, hashe, hashe. Tenga la fea, hashe, hashe. Oh, 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 oh. Yeah.
thank you. I love you very much.
Sita, umuraba nabanje, umuraba nabantu, ndabakunda mwese, umurama nubacu, umuranda bakunda, umuramu rakunda,
Kashi on the drums. I hope you all felt that the way I felt. It's been a minute since myself and Denis have played together. Denis Kashi on the drums all the way from Burundi. Ladies and gentlemen, please give me another big round of applause. I know you felt that in your heart and your hips and your feet, and you moved your body to the beat. Oh yeah, you felt that. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for tuning in. Thank you so much to Wise for having us here. We are so grateful and so blessed to be able to be part of this opening of Black History Month, and for this whole company. Sorry, I'm having thank you. I was like, what? Afro Black Cultural Center. It's right here, Jacqui. Come on. So grateful to be here, and it's been a minute, so we are on our nerves a little bit, but we are excited to be sharing a story with you all tonight. So as myself and Denis, we are 8th generation storytelling, and my name is Jacqui DuToit. I'm all the way from South Africa, and I've been living in Canada for the past 10 years right now. And myself and Denis came together by me sharing stories at a coffee shop, and Denis playing, and we thought, wouldn't it be great to team up? And that's what we've been sharing across Ontario, traveling and sharing stories with loved ones and with youth and with you guys. And so thank you so much for tuning in. This month is always an important month for all of us. It brings up a lot of stuff, like a lot of stuff for all of us. And for me especially, coming from South Africa, I grew up during the time of apartheid. So for those of you who don't know what the apartheid system was, go Google it. No, I'm joking. It was oppression to the extreme. And I always try to explain it because growing up as a young child, I didn't realize the oppression. I could feel it growing up, but it never really clicked in until a moment happened in my life when I was really young. And I was sitting on my father's lap when we were watching the news, and way back, don't worry, this is not the story yet, but this is just the intro, way back, when the TVs were about the size of your laptop, or the screen was the size of your tablet. It was a small black and white TV where you had to get up and change the knobs like that, and the aerial was a lot bigger than the TV. And we were sitting and watching, and I saw this man stepping out of prison gates holding the hand of his wife, with his wife's hand up, fist raised up high into the sky. And this man then raising his hand up, and the whole crowd was just shouting and celebrating and saying, "Viva Madiba, viva!" And I was only a 9-year-old little girl, and I didn't understand what was happening. And I looked at my father, and I saw a tear coming down from his cheek, and I was so shocked, I didn't know. I said, "Daddy, what's going on? Who's this man?" And my father looked at me and he said, "Jacqui, this man has just made world history." I said, "What do you mean? What do you mean? What's happening?" And that, he said, is Mtata Madiba, grandfather Nelson Mandela, and he, Jacqui, has changed your world. From now on, you can do anything, go anywhere, be anything you want to be. You are now limitless. You are able to do things that I was never allowed to do. And for me, as a young girl, I never, it never really clicked in, but I heard my father's words. And during that apartheid system, they put us all in different categories of white, black, and for mixed people, it was colored. And my father looked at me and he said, "Jacqui, from now on, you're not colored, you're colorful. You can be anything you want to be." So this is in celebration of that freedom of colorful, because when Nelson Mandela stepped out of those prison gates, my world did change. And the world on its own changed. People were filled with hope. And it's a story that I heard a very long time ago that I'm going to be sharing with you guys. With that same hope. And during this time of this month, I know that it's still crazy for me to think that during this time, there's still that system that might not be as, you know, I don't know what's the word, but it's not, you know, part of the system, but we still have discrimination. Discrimination still exists amongst each other. And this story for me is always such a beautiful, great reminder to just love and appreciate each other. And so without further ado, we're first going to start with a song that we love to sing. And so I'm going to invite you all to get up on your feet. And before we begin the story, and we're going to sing a song from Ghana, Fenga Lafia. And that song, I'll explain to you what it means. So take it away, Denise. Let's go.
Ashe, 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 ashe.
Now you can have a seat. Now you can have a seat. And whew, that felt so good. So let's begin our story. Are you guys ready for a story? Yes. I love it. I can hear you. I said, are you guys ready for a story? Then sing with me. Let's begin with the magic words. Once upon a time. Put a beat in. Here we go. Once upon a time. One more time. Let's go. Once upon a time. Because you're so beautiful. Loud and proud. Once upon a time. Now we'll whisper. Let's go. Once upon a time. Beautiful. Many, many moons ago, I say, many, many moons ago, so long ago that it must have been at the beginning of time, when all the colors of the world walked on the earth. All the colors walking and enjoying the earth, but soon each color began to think that they were more important than the other. Each color began to think that they were more special than the other. Each color began to think that they were more superior than the other. And so they began to argue and fight amongst each other, and big war erupted. And the first color to stand out, now if you have this color, pull it out. The first color to stand out was the color green. And green stood up, and green said,
clearly, I am the most important color of all, I mean. Well, you just have to see that I am the color of grass, I'm the color of leaves, I'm the color of the earth. I mean, you only need to take a ride out into the countryside to see that I am the majority of all the colors. I mean, I am the color of life and hope. Therefore, I am the most important color of all.
hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Let's sing 3 times. Hey, mama, way, yeah. One more time. Hey, mama, way, yeah. And the next color to stand up was the color blue. Now, who among you are wearing blue? I see you. Was the color blue. And blue stood up, and blue said, Now, you only thinking about the earth, okay? Clearly, I am the most important color of all. I mean, I am life. I am the color of water. Like, the whole world would not exist without me. You're only thinking about that. But you forgetting about the sky and the water. Without me, I bring peace, space, serenity, you know, like I am clearly the most important color of all. I mean, we can all see that water gets lifted up into the sky and, you know, comes down. Like, without me, this world would be empty. Clearly, I am the most important color of all. Color to stand up was the color yellow. And yellow shouted out and said, Hey, Mamela, listen, okay? You are so serious. Seriously. Okay, I am the color that was chosen for the sun. I am the color that was chosen for the stars. I am the color that was chosen for the moon. Why? Hey, when people look at me, their whole faces light up because I am also the color in the sunflowers. You see, I bring joy and gaiety to the world. Hey, without me, you will all be so boring. Therefore, I am the most important color of all. Hey! Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. next color to stand up was the color orange. And orange stood up and said, "Hey, hey, listen to me now, ne? Come, I tell you all something, okay? Listen, I might be scarce. You might not see me all the time, okay? But I am the color of health. I am the color of confidence. I am the color that is seen in life. You know, I am seen. I might not be seen all the time, okay? But let me tell you something. I am seen in pumpkins. I am seen in, what else? What else is orange? Mangoes. Yeah. But come, I also tell you something. When I set the sky alight with my beautiful sunrise or sunset, the whole world's eyes are on me. Therefore, that makes me the most important color of all. Well, a cappella. Therefore, I'm the most important color of all. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. One more time. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Now the next color to stand up, can you guess who that is? The color red. And red stood up, and red said, "What? Clearly, I am the most important color of all. You see, I am the color of passion. I am the color of anger. I am the color of the blood. I am the color of danger. I bring fire to the blood. Therefore, I am the most important color of all, you see. Without me, this world would be as lifeless as the moon. I am the color of romance. I am the color of the red rose. I am the color of the potential. Therefore, I am the most important color of all." Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. One more time. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Now the next color to stand up was the color purple. And purple stood up in its full height and said, "You fools, clearly I am the most important color of all. You see, kings and queens and bishops and chiefs have chosen me as the color of obedience. When people see me, they listen and obey. Therefore, fools, I am the most important color of all." Mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. Hey, mama, way, yeah. One more time. Hey, mama, way, yeah. And the last color to stand up, even though she was so determined and tiny, was the color indigo. And indigo stood up and said, "I know you might not see me all the time, but I think I am the
most important color of all. You see, I'm found in the deep, dark oceans, in the depths of the ocean. I am found in the darkness of the night. I bring space and inner peace. I bring reflection and just time for you to be at one with yourself. Without me, this world could be so superficial. Therefore, I'm the most important color of all. Yes.
And so all the colors began to argue and fight with one another, each one boasting, each one thinking that they were better than the other, each one thinking that they were more important than the other, each one thinking that they were more unique than the other. And so they started quarreling and fighting and getting louder and louder and louder. And what they did not realize, that big dark clouds were forming high in the sky, and ripples of thunder rippled across the sky, and all of a sudden there was a big lightning flash, and all the colors disappeared in fear. Quivering and shaking, they hid. And then, now I'm going to ask you guys to join in. Put your hands together like this and rub them together. And that's the sound of gentle rain. Yeah. And rain began to pour down. And rain spoke and said, "You foolish colors. Look at you. Look at you. Fighting amongst yourselves. Each one of you thinking you are more important than the other. Each one of you thinking you are more unique than the other. Each one of you thinking you are more special than the other. Do you not realize that the Creator has made you all for your own beauty that you bring, for your own uniqueness, for your own speciality? Come together, colors. So if you're at home and with your family members right now, I'm going to invite you to be close with your family members. And even if you're alone right now, I'm going to invite you all to stand up. And Rain said, colors, come together and stand together. And so all the colors stood up. Stand up. Yeah, you got it. And Rain said, good. Now hold hands. So if you have family members around you, I'm going to invite you now to take hands with each of your family members and hold on to their hands. And if you're alone, hold on to your hand. That's right. And Rain said, colors, come together. And from this day forward, I'm going to unite you and lift you and raise you high up in the sky. So all the colors lifted up in the sky. So I'm going to invite you to raise your hands up high in the sky. And if you're alone, lift your hand up high. And if you're with family members, lift up your hands together. And Rain said, from this day forward, you have taught us all to learn to love and accept each other for who you are. The Creator has made you all beautiful and unique. Come together and rejoice. Rejoice in your similarities. Rejoice in your differences. That is what makes this world a beautiful place. And Rain lifted all the colors high up in the sky and said, from this day forward, whenever the rain comes down and washes everything away, I will put you up high up in the sky after the rain as a sign of hope, as a sign of peace for the future and many, many generations to come, to show that we all can live in peace and harmony with one another. And that, my friends, is the end of that story. I do hope you enjoyed that story. That is one of my favorites. It's the first time we're doing that live. Thank you so much for tuning in. Let's just check with the timing. Where are we right now? Are we good? Oh, perfect. So it was all perfect timing. So again, thank you so much. We want to give a huge shout out again to the Afro Black Cultural Center. Thank you so much for having us here. Thank you, Wise. Ladies and gentlemen, Denis Kashi on the drums. Give him another big round of applause. My name is Jacqui DuToit. I'm all the way from South Africa. We are called 8th Generation Storytelling. Thank you so much for tuning in. Stay blessed, stay well, stay healthy, stay strong. Sending you lots of love. Don't forget to share the love and tell the story. Aibo. So, Wise Atanga, thank you so much for having us. It's a beautiful celebration.
Yes, I was very inspired. Thank you. You know, I know you are. I don't know how you do that. You. Okay. We need closer. He said I need closer. I don't know how you do that. It's really inspiring how you can bring storytelling to really speak to racism and discrimination in very metaphoric way, and you know. How do you do that? I know you have question to me.
I'm supposed to be interviewing you.
Okay. Yeah. Okay. But I feel blessed. You know. Thank you very much. It's honor and privilege to have you here. You know. For the little story, the first time I met Jacqui, let's start that story. We was going to play. It was 2015. We was going to play at the Parliament Hill. for the Black History Years. It was all the senators. He was there, and we did our performance. That was the beginning. And 6 years now. Wow. Yeah. Yes. Yes. After 6 years, and we did a lot of things together. And now you come here today to bless up. I know you want to say something.
No, I want to ask you. So tell us how one. Oh, got it. Thank you. So tell us what inspired you for this place.
But like you know, I told that story many times.
Tell it again.
Yeah. I think one of the click, was when George Floyd died. That was really the idea. And it was the pandemic. When the pandemic with family and kid, was stressful for everybody. And I was lucky because, I have a home studio at home. I have thing. I started working on album. And I made that album, Justice for Peace, Black Lives Matter. And when I made that album, the whole goal was trying to understand what is systemic racism. We come from Africa. Africa, you speak about apartheid. You have colonization. Colonization is also oppression. It's like America, they have slavery, systemic racism. In Africa, we have religion, we have colonization, like it's oppression, But it's different. Like for me, I was trying to understand what is systemic racism, what's the cause, what's the solution, and that
What's
was
the solution? Yes.
And after working, and I did 30 poems, like to read, because I realized like systemic racism have many different. I have my album here.
Yes, bring it out. And where can we find your album?
Yes.
Where can we find it?
I want to. This is album. The theme. I want to speak about the theme. Like one of the first theme, you have I love you. I have an inferiority complex. When you feel, systemic racism make feel some people inferior, and some people think like they are superior. But they are all is illusion for both of them. We realize that with systemic racism, sometimes we need to teach people, because the blackness, the negativity around black people and thing was built around slavery time, 1960, by the master of slavery, who was trying to justify slavery. Say like how black people have a small brain, have that thing, just trying to educate people like, no, yes, we need to make them slave. It's a reality, it's a good thing. Then all the stereotypes were built 500 years ago. And when I say after 500 years ago, they kill a black man on the TV for nothing, that means the thing is still happening. And for me, that was the solution. I say, yes, this is my life. I'm living my time. I'm a father, and we have family and friends. Everybody needs to do something. And after working all that thing, the idea comes, why is a cultural center, something who can teach people through art and creativity, something who can inspire people, because both sides, supremacists and those who feel inferior, they need to be taught. Ils doivent être enseignés sur la cause. Donc that was the motivation. And when you start a project like this, the big challenge come in your community, and because and it comes with that the number violence symbolic 11 symbolic violence is something I discovered when I was trying to learn like what is systemic racism. The symbolic violence is like when you are oppressed and that oppression become normal for you and you accept that. There's not like if somebody trying to tell you something about that you don't believe, it's like religion or all that macro oppression. That's when you see black on the TV and you see around, there's always negative message around black people by Hollywood and everything. It's something is there. It's built, but we need to deconstruct that. I believe like we need to use our voice, we need to use music, we need to use image, sound. We need to empower the next generation to use their voice, to use their skill. That's the motivation.
Paving the way for the future. That's it. So so we're going to ask people to subscribe?
Yes, subscribe because we
subscribe.
have 14 days here every day. 14 days live performances here every day. And just to bless the place, to bring, let people know like there's a new vibration in the community. There is something new. And we really, that's why we are here for next 14 days. We'll be here every night.
Beautiful. So you heard that. And where can we find your album?
My album, this album, now, when this album, I made 1,000 CD because I was looking for $100,000 to create that space. Because the whole idea was what? To create a collaborative space where we can have the real infrastructure, like professional studio, professional video, and collaborative space where people can come and work and bring ideas together. That was, and I did 1,000 CD. Woo! One CD was $100. Yes, that was that was a challenge.
Yeah.
I challenged myself.
Good.
Because I was really believing in what
Of
I'm doing. Because it wasn't
course.
money. People die and think, but more like
It's believing in a dream.
Yes.
And making that a reality.
And yes, that's
what you did. That's what
and
you
we
did.
That, we didn't have a lot of support, but we are here. That's the most important. The important, like we are here today. The Afro Black Cultural Center is opening, and you have all the team working behind, and the whole community is behind, and people.
But where can we find your music?
I'm everywhere: Spotify,
Thank
iTunes,
you.
Amazon.
And where can you find the links on the YouTube channel?
Yeah, you can also come here in Afro Black Cultural Center here, and we can speak with you. We can do a lot of good things together.
Okay, perfect, beautiful. Oh, thank you so much for
Thank you very much,
having
Jacqui.
us.
And
This was beautiful.
yes, thank you very much. I'm very happy for you too because it will be a space for us to really empower our people, the next generation. I know we are doing the same thing.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. And it can only keep getting better and better.
Yeah,
That's what I always say.
Yeah. Donc, thank you. Merci à toi à la maison. C'était un plaisir. On a passé vraiment ces beaux moments. J'espère que tu as été inspiré. Si tu ne comprends pas l'anglais, if you don't understand English, it's okay, but you can feel Jacqui. You can feel the word. You can feel energy. Donc, on est vraiment ici pour partager, pour célébrer le mois de l'histoire de Noir et pour célébrer aussi l'ouverture du centre culturel afro-noir. C'est une énergie nouvelle qu'on apporte dans la cité. C'est quelque chose de nouveau. Vous savez, dans nos communautés, on ne nous apprend pas à oser. L'oppression a fait que des gens n'arrivent plus à créer des opportunités. D'où moi j'ai un message. I have a message for my community, for black community. We need to come together. We need to support each other. On doit se supporter quand on travaille ensemble. Parce que c'est ensemble qu'on peut y aller. C'est ensemble qu'on va déconstruire les barrières systémiques. C'est ensemble parce qu'on mène tous au même combat. Donc, ça ne sert à rien de se chicaner entre nous. Il est temps de venir ensemble quand quelqu'un a une initiative. Appuyons, soutenons. Parce que tout ce qu'on fait, c'est pour nous tous. Quand on est noir, quand tu es noir partout là-bas, on ne regarde pas d'où tu viens. Nous sommes une personne. Donc, what I'm saying, my brother, my sister, let's come together, let's work together. Afro Black Cultural Center is here for you, for everybody, for everybody, for everybody. For everybody, but for you first. Thank you. Merci beaucoup à toute l'équipe technique qui était là. Tomorrow, demain, 4 to 7, we'll be here again. Merci beaucoup. On se voit à très très bientôt. Ciao.